And we're in the kitchen with Chef David Payne, Executive Chef from the Chamberlin in Hampton. David, we got some scallops on the menu this morning. Tell me about this dish and what you're going to make.
We're going to do pan-seared sea scallops with a corn and sweet red pepper relish, or I'm sorry, with a sweet red pepper hash.
Okay.
So it's got a little bacon in it.
Right.
And I'm going to do a simple little ponzu sauce to go with that.
So if you add bacon, does that make it a difference between relish and hash?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just misspoke with the relish,
No,
but
okay.
the hash is traditionally has some bacon or pork product in it.
Okay, and it's one of your signature dishes over at the Chamberlin?
We change the menu every single week,
right?
Because we have residents there, and we have to change it to give a little variety. And so it's indicative of the type of dishes we do.
Well, everybody seems to like scallops, so we're going to get started in just a minute with David. Welcome back to the Hampton Road Show. We are back in the kitchen with David Payne, Executive Chef from the Chamberlin in Hampton. He's making pan-seared sea scallops with corn and sweet red pepper hash.
Yeah.
This sounds pretty delicious, David.
It is. The corn goes really nice with the, when you get it with the scallops, because you have the sweetness of the corn. So we're going to make the hash first.
Okay, so we're going to let the scallops chill in the fridge, and then we're going to show me what the hash. Now, you already told me that the difference between a relish and a hash is a pork product, right?
Well, yeah, the pork makes the hash. So we're going to start off with the bacon and get that going. You're also going to use the bacon fat that's going to render out to help you with the cook the corn and and to saute the onions and the red peppers that are in it.
And I saw you earlier. You brought in an ear of corn.
I did.
Cut that off, so that's fresh.
Correct.
And what else do you have in the ingredients for the hash?
We have the bacon obviously cooking right now.
Right.
Then we'll go in with a little bit of red onion and the sweet red pepper. Saute that for a minute. Finish it up with the corn just until you're getting it cooked. And then at the end, after a little salt and pepper, some heavy cream, and you're going to cook that down, and the cream will kind of reduce down and hold everything together and kind of bind it all.
You know, I was talking with you earlier. I asked you if you're local. You grew up and raised in Newport News, right?
That's right.
And your love of culinary arts, how'd that get started?
I think in college, I worked in a restaurant and decided at that point that I kind of wanted to do it. And then I got sidetracked for a number of years and did another profession. And then the opportunity came up to switch and kind of follow the passion that I had. And
we were talking earlier about your child, if they wanted to follow in your footsteps. What would you say about being a chef?
I would say start working in a kitchen early.
Right.
You know, 18. You could start out at the ground. Most people start out washing dishes. But it's a good place to sit back and observe and see kind of what the flow of the kitchen is. And I would definitely recommend culinary school.
Right.
And then working with a chef that you think you can learn from after that.
Okay, and you're always learning, right?
Every day. And I learn from the people that work for me.
Right.
Everybody has a little bit different background or culture, so we bring that in.
Okay, so the bacon looks pretty good.
Yeah, so I think...
Cook it to brown, or?
It'll keep cooking as we're cooking everything else.
Right.
So I can add the onions in. With that, it's about that's about half of a medium red onion. This will make about for about 4 people.
Right.
1 red pepper diced up. So we're going to let that cook for just a minute.
Outstanding color, David.
That's what we're shooting for. Give a little something that's interesting on the plate.
And what about the corn? You don't really cook that much, do you?
No. You just kind of want to cook it enough that it brings the sugar out and gets a little sweetness, and then when you add the cream later on, that'll kind of infuse throughout the whole dish.
You were saying earlier that you change the menu up at the Chamberlin every week.
Right.
But I'm certain it's probably heavy with seafood. Is that right?
It is. I try and buy a lot of local seafood ingredients since obviously the Chamberlin is sitting right there on the water.
Yes.
Beautiful view.
Amazing view.
A lot of people come to us for events because of that view.
Right.
And I change the menu every week because, as I said, it's a 55 and over active living retirement community. So we have residents that eat with us every day. So it's important. I mean, if they're eating with us every day, they're going to get bored if I serve the same menu months in at a time.
You can't do that. Okay, so we've introduced the corn to the hash, and it's just a good mix right now.
Just going to kind of cook a little bit here. A little salt. A little bit of black pepper.
Looks good.
And that's just going to cook for a little bit.
And that's about it, isn't it, David?
Just add the cream and reduce it down.
Okay. Are you going to add that now?
I can go ahead and do that.
Okay. Just about wrap with this. We'll get to the scallops in just a few minutes. So add the cream, let it cook down.
Yeah, and you can see it'll start to thicken up some because the starch will come out of the corn. So
Okay, we'll check back with the hash in just a few minutes, and then we'll introduce the main event, the scallops, in just a few minutes. David, good job.
Thank you.
The kitchen with executive chef David Payne from the Chamberlin. We're making pan-seared scallops with a corn hash, and check out the hash. It looks delicious. It's all come together because of the heavy cream, and now it's time to introduce the scallops, right, David?
Exactly. Started a little bit ahead of time and got the pan smoking hot.
Smoking hot.
If you don't, you're going to stick, and they won't come out pretty and caramelized on the outside. So it'll be about 2 minutes on each side.
2 minutes on each side. Now, this seems to be an easy,
just a little salt and pepper.
Cook. Yeah. Yep. Everyone seems to like scallops. You know, it's in the oyster family, the bivalve. It moves around. It's a beautiful animal, beautiful creature in its shell.
It is. It is.
And delicious.
Exactly. One of my favorite seafoods.
Yeah, and I think most chefs really like to cook with scallops too, right?
We do. I mean, they're pretty versatile. I mean, the biggest thing that people do at home, I think, is overcooking.
Wow. Right.
They get tough and chewy if you do that. So really, you're just looking for the nice color on the outside, a couple minutes on each side, flip them over, and they're done.
And you can do so much with them too.
Right. Also doing a little ponzu sauce. This is just a simple version of it. Ponzu sauce is just a soy and citrus sauce. It's Asian. Goes nice with scallops. So that was soy sauce, orange juice, little red pepper flakes.
Oh, give it a little kick, huh?
Exactly. And my lemon's over here, sorry.
All right, no problem.
A little lemon juice.
Okay.
And all you have to do is whisk that around.
Okay, so whisk the ponzu sauce,
Yep.
the hash is ready to go, and the scallops, almost time to flip them.
It is.
And while we continue to cook, let's talk about the Chamberlin and what a beautiful place this is, right there on the water. Tell me about it, because you have two restaurants.
We do. We have a bistro restaurant that we serve lunch 5 days a week out of. Then we have our main dining room, which is open to the public Monday through Friday dinner, 5 to 7:30. We also serve our residents out of that. And then Sunday brunch is one of our signature things.
How
Sunday.
popular is that?
Very. And it's a lot easier to get there now because the base is shut down, as most people around here know. So you don't have to go through the checkpoint. So it's really picked up a lot, but it was the Best of Hampton Roads winner last year, so it's
and if you're looking for a special meeting place for your business or a wedding, the Chamberlin is a great alternative. And I'm sure you guys are booking up fast, aren't you?
We are. We're pretty much booked through June. We have a lot through July. We also have a couple of different venues in the building that you can go. We have a rooftop that's beautiful with the best view in town. Let me pull this over real quick.
Go ahead, David. Looks like you're getting closer, huh?
We are getting real close here.
So you never get tired of the sunsets over the water there, do you?
It's beautiful. I mean, the view is, I think, something that you can't have at a lot of other places.
Right.
Our main dining room, that is the main view. It's all glass on the one side. You can see subs going by, aircraft carriers. You don't get that most places.
That's cool. Okay, so you're almost done with your scallops.
We
Go
are.
ahead, and when you think you're ready, plate it up for us. Show us the
we
final
go.
result.
Depending on size, I did 5 for this plate, but it's, obviously that's personal preference on how much you want to eat. I like scallops, so
Get your ponzu sauce whisked together.
just pull your thing off there. You can either put this on it or you can serve it on the
for
side,
you.
either one.
Okay.
Turn that off before I burn you down.
Okay. Is that a wrap there?
That is it.
Just about, David. Okay, David. Excellent job here. Sophisticated dining on the historic Hampton waterfront. 2 Fenwick Road, Hampton, Virginia. HistoricChamberlin.com or call him 637-7200. David Payne with the Chamberlin. That looks delicious.
Thank you.
We'll check it out in a few minutes.